So, was machen wir heute? Ach ja, wir machen die mit der Leiche weiter. Genau. Okay. So. Leiche. Okay, 2. Internal examination summary. Okay. Central nervous system, he says, and then concludes abruptly. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system? You don't even have a joke. Aww. Nope. Musculoskeletal purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Gets close to the swollen mouth hole, eyes squinting from the fumes. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see. With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous. You hear cracks as the lieutenant moves his sharp fingers inside the flesh, like the creaking of an old house at night. Yeah, check that fucker off! The hyoid bone is fractured, he says after a while. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact, unremarkable. Back hunched, as if in prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaws. Respiratory system. He stops to exert more force. Both hands are used. Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen, hemorrhaging present in mucose of the lips and mouth. From here it looks as though the clown-faced man is screaming. The tendons of his jaw are torn apart, hyoid ripped from the force of the lieutenant's hands. Look inside the dead man's mouth. No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there, sickly sweet air unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again, straight in that mouth of his. Look deeper. Oh, fuck. It's hard. Once more you taste stomach acid in the back of your throat. A contraction, your throat pumps a little something from your stomach and into your mouth. You're forced to swallow just to keep looking. Inside you see darkness, just a mass of meat and darkness. There are ancient mysteries down there, Kobo. Ask me later. Okay. The lieutenant lets go of the jaws. The mouth snaps shut before you, hemorrhaging present in mucus. He repeats impatiently. He wipes his brow. Hepatobiliary NA. Why don't we have anything? He looks at the corpse's stomach with a mixture of tiredness and disgust. Are you hepatobiliary expert? I don't think so. Neither am I. And that's it? That's it. Same for toxicology and serology. NA. Both? Unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge there. The completionist in me wonders if there's something we could still do. We only have one test as per regulation, and we already requested semen. Heck's requesting semen like it's no big deal. I'm not even interested in these boring mockers anymore. Haven't sucked him off or anything. Just better to leave it at that. More important. Leave it in A then. Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with a hanging. Gastrointestinal. He breathes a sigh of approaching relief. This is the last field on the list. He looks around to the ground, the pool of feces there. Then he touches the corpse's bloated lower abdomen briefly and says, digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila. Okay. What's next on the list? Description of injuries. Summary. Let's see. He tilts his head. We have bite marks, contusions on head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too. Be thorough if you want maximum results. Okay, first bite marks. You know, it's head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted. And your opinion, officer? Beneath the description there are 2 boxes waiting to be ticked. Opinion, fatal injury, non-fatal. Yeah, non-fatal post-mortem. Agreed. Next injury, contusions. So the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. A perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem. A maximum velocity Focko! Has confessed causing it at maximum velocity. Lieutenant's admission has caused great gratitude in Kuno. He's silent with it. Write it down. Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath the description of injury, 2 boxes. Non-fatal post-mortem. Right, next. Where's the 4th injury field for? Nothing, just in case. Turn the page back. No, okay. 3 ligature mark. A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark 1 centimeter, no signs of clawing on the neck. Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side, awaiting your judgment. The ring around his neck is visible. Think for a moment, there's time, don't rush. Postmord. Lieutenant falls silent abruptly. He's deep in thought, eyes fixed on the bright red ring around the dead man's neck. Why do you say that? He tilts his head. I'm serious. I don't think this was the injury that killed him. Okay, why don't you think it was fatal? Why weren't his hands tied? A big man like this, I would tie his hands when marching him to the gallows. Honestly, I'm not sure there weren't marks on his wrists. That part got blurry for me. The stench covers his mouth. But you're right, I was ready to call this. Now I think we should leave it empty. At least for the time being. Nice. Okay, letztes Feld. Was machen wir denn? Indirect modes of taxation, kingdom of conscience, finger pistols. Können es natürlich offen lassen für irgendwie was anderes. Finger Pistols. Moment, wo haben wir denn die wenigsten Punkte? Physik. Wenigsten Punkte drin. Das. Okay. Kingdom of Conscience. Machen wir das. Okay. He produces a small black plastic roll from his jacket, the body bag. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over. First, how did it go? It was, he looks for the right words, an irregular field autopsy. We did not establish cause of death, which is supposed to be the goal of an autopsy, but personally, I do not see this as a parameter for success. We requested a test to be run on the genitals that was the règle. The results should arrive in a couple of weeks, if we're lucky. I would not hold my breath. What else? We were thorough with the list of injuries too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy. Oh yeah, well done, Master Detective. Maybe a drink is in order? Perhaps a drink is in order. Later, I mean. Now you see, that worries me. He wipes his forehead. You will die if you drink. You know that, don't you? You're proving a useful detective. The organization would miss you. Please get yourself together, the lieutenant from Precinct 57 thinks. What now? I need a copy of that autopsy form, then I will drive him to Vorburg. Rip out a copy for processing. He looks at the dead man one more time, then at the slip of red paper in his hand, then at the corpse again. He's thinking, did I miss something? You tilt your head, also looking at the corpse. Search the body one more time thoroughly. Ernsthaft? Oh. You run your hands over the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough. Look in his pants again. The genitals in his breeches continue to be unnoteworthy. You see the penis of a dead man. If you've seen it once, you already got the picture. Faggots can't get enough of their dick! Do you think we missed something? You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you. Yes, there's something we're not seeing. Okay, well, we're in livor mortis here. He's disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it fast. Can it just hang out here for a little while longer? If you want for this task to slowly become impossible, then yes. Otherwise, no. He's been hanging out far too long already. We need to ice him. Okay, where do we find a fridge for the body? It would have to be industrial in size. Let's start by asking guards at the Whirling in Rags and the Fritz store down at the gates. If they don't know, his voice trails off and his gaze settles on Kuno. But only if all else fails. Fuck are you looking at, ping pong man? You want a piece of the Kuno? Wanna get fucked? Only if all else fails, he stresses. I need to take another look at the body first. Harry, this is one task we cannot sideline. With every hour, whatever we're looking for will become harder to find. Tell me something, dead man. At the autopsy you said you have ancient mysteries. As Corbomilobo in the gift horse's mouth, tracts and wakes and waterways. Ancient materials buried. Yeah, but where, brother? Just a small goop away, my beloved Kobo. A small goop away. Good. Your arm reaches out and your eyes close, as if by their own volition. It's dark all around. You feel cold, slippery flesh, first with your fingertips, then under the palm of your hand. What is this? His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a spider, your hand crawls over his features. Everything is silent. Squeeze his nose. Pick it between your fingers. The mass is even larger than your nose. Very porous somehow. Like it's about to pop. Keep crawling lest you break it. Crawl up his nostrils. They are swollen shut. You need to really push to get in. Okay. Only the little one fits. The flesh changes shape as you bore it, searching for something in the cartilage. The fuck is he doing? You hear a voice squeak. Sounds very far away. The thing you're looking for, it's not here either. Crawl out, spider. Put your fingers in his mouth. The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base of the mouth, lolling around like a scallop. You're on the right track. Play with it. This feels right. The tongue moves freely in the cavity. The mucus of the mouth is slippery, delicate to touch. From the soft meat, teeth are budding, hard pearls of bone in the gums. And in the back of the mouth, can you feel it? You're so close. Rip his jaw open now. Look in. Open your eyes and look. A vision of black and dark red death pried open by your naked hands and studded with teeth. Looks like he's laughing. Death fumes rising from the throat. And there, in the back of his mouth, above the bell of the uvula, Right in the soft palate, you see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished, no larger than 0.4 centimeter in radius. The edges appear darkened. Fuck yeah. He agrees. Keep going. Kuno nods too. He takes a step closer. Touch it with your finger gently. A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound. Put your finger in. Your index finger fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, you reach through his mouth right into his brainstem. The fuck is happening? Oh shit, say! Feel around first. Basal ganglia feels clumpy. What entered here has torn apart his reptilian complex. Push deeper. Your fingers slide into the remains of his limbic system. There is no resistance, it's gelatinous. The slug-like structures are damaged too. The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres. The ululations of the limbic system have ended. All is quiet. There's a cavity cut right between the hemispheres. Lieutenant answers with the sound of his pen on paper. Fucking cavity, say! Kuno's voice is hushed, quivering with awe. Push deeper. Your fingers are all the way in now, reaching toward the inside of his skull. The cavity goes further, but the entry wound isn't wide enough for the rest of your hand to follow. Wriggle in. Your fingers reach toward his skull. His cerebral cortex feels like jelly, cold jelly. Strange fluid streams down your wrist as you push deeper, until you feel it on the tip of your finger. Sharp, serrated material. The edges cut right into your skin. I feel a solid object right under the skull. Can you get to it? Searches his pockets for something. Inspect the skull first. There's a tiny crack, a protrusion in the cranium right in the back of his head. Your finger must be pointing straight at it from the inside. We have the makings of a very small exit wound here. Lieutenant leans closer. Forget about the fucking exit wound, chunk. The pig is wearing him like a fucking puppet. Voice is absolutely sizzling with excitement. Ja, komm. Also wenn wir das jetzt failen. Fish it out. Gut. Selbst mit einer 3 haben wir es noch geschafft. Gut. Gut. You pick the object between your index and middle finger. It feels sharp, like metal. With your face twisting from pain and concentration. All you need to do is just... I got it. My pig's fucking got it. What? What is it? Slowly pull your fingers out. Wenn ich 2 Nut einset. Oh. Das wär bitter. Sehr bitter. The inside of the head feels cold and smooth like a glove as you pull out. Sweat dripping down your brow. Careful not to lose the prize between your fingers. With a plop, your hand emerges from the mouth, covered in blood up to the wrist. Between your fingers a small flower. A blossom made of lead. Fucking beautiful! A bullet. Lieutenant puts a small bag marked evidence under it. Drop it in. The bullet falls in the bag, leaving a smattering of blood on the plastic. He raises the bag under his eyes and says, unknown caliber, rifled, some kind of brittle alloy, fractured on impact. Can I have it? Of course, you've deserved it. Lieutenant drops a bag in your bloody hand. It feels light. He turns to his notebook. We need to add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4. Oval entry wound with an abrasion collar. Soft palate, back of mouth. High velocity temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. He underlines the injury forcefully. How does that sound? Sounds like heaven. Opinion, fatal injury. Goddamn right. Click, click goes the pen. And one last thing, we should amend injury number 3, ligament mark, new opinion, non-fatal post-mortem, treatment. He is proposing the bullet was the real cause of death and the hanging an attempt to conceal this fact. Treatment. Treatment. Officer is an attempt to manipulate the body after death to hide the real cause with a false cause. In this case, points to the mark encircling the corpse's neck. This injury here. The ligament mark, the fractured hyoid bone, it was all treatment. Yes, and the belt around his neck, the hanging, even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after this man was already dead. Dead. Daba doop doop. The daddy, dead. Agreed. You know, I have had my doubts since you showed me the tracks. Why did they carry him over? Why not march him? I thought. There was no satisfying explanation. Yeah. Schon wieder ein Skill Point. Nice. Okay, Psyche. There have been other signs too, small things. We were right not to assign hanging as cause of death, as the perpetrators expected we would. No such luck for them. We didn't fall for it, he thinks. There's pride in there. Who would do this? That's for us to find out, but it will make finding them just a little easier. Why would anyone do this? To hide something. The real killer? The real motivation? What really happened here? I think I need to wash myself. Oh, he nods. You really do. I'm glad to hear you say that. Your room in the Wellingen Rex should come with a bathroom. Be sure to make use of it in the evening. Maybe the bullet holds more answers. Yes, we should take a closer look at it. I am certain it has more to tell us. This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot it. What happens next? We bag the corpse and carry him to the holding pen of Mike Nima. I can transport him to processing myself, but I will be gone for the rest of the day. Ja, kein Problem, ist eh schon 21 Uhr da. I'll be gone. What should I do in the meanwhile? Aber wir haben noch nicht die Stiefel von dem. Oh. Work on the case, tend to personal matters. Try not to do anything too dangerous. An officer needs backup in a neighborhood like this. I leave the choice to you, and one more thing. He looks you in the eye. Great work, detective. After you bag the corpse, Kim will leave the party until tomorrow morning. You can do side tasks and even the main case, but it might be more difficult. Plan his exit accordingly. Try to remove the dead man's boots. I thought we decided to leave it to processing. The lieutenant shakes his head. Let's not turn this into some kind of circus. Damn it, this is turning into some sort of mega puzzle.
Yes?
Okay. Ja. Mit der Leiche, warte mal. Warte mal. Noch ein bisschen. Oh. Okay. Ich hab immer noch keinen Song. You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it. The what now? The living shit? Your mesolimbic reward pathway does not mince words. It wants smokes. Am I a smoker? Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma. You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at the juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously. But she broke it at the filter. I can't smoke that. How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette. Or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied, then smoke them all. The idea seems to make your neck expand. Suddenly the garish tie feels very snug. I should enthusiastically do that. Good. They'll make you stronger and better. You're too old to be cool now, but find cigarettes, smoke them, blam! Instantly a cool renegade man. A mystical red dragon with smoke rising from his nostrils. Plus smoking them gives massive bonuses. Ah. See you in the morning. Oh, okay. Aiki Tsuragi. Hey. Waschen. It's not the cleanest bathtub in the world, but it's cleaner than you are right now. Ah, the soap scum smell. It smells like life, at least compared to you. Memento Mori and stuff. Run yourself a bath. Bathtub slowly fills with water. The water beckons. Undress, close your eyes and submerge. The water is only lukewarm, but still comforting, like amniotic fluid. A few beer cans are bobbing up and down along your flanks like sad darkies. You feel nice and lonely, and so tired. Lift the beer cans in. The cans continue to bob, as do your thoughts, aimlessly plashing up against the sides of the tub. They're not even really thoughts, just assorted sensations, none of them acute enough to focus on. Imagine something. You see the corpse. You can still smell the cadaver on you. It's going to take more than one bath to get rid of that stench. Linger on the top a little longer. A little. 12. Nice! Your fingers grow pale and are covered with tiny whirls as the water cools. Get out. Nice. Waterline recedes as you stand. You're cold now. Your clothes stick to your still moist skin. Okay. Oh, Flasche. So, Zeit mir die Stiefel zu holen. Die ist immer noch da oben. Gut. Buddy's reluctant to let go of the boots as though they were its last bit of dignity.
Wow, coolest little sneak peeks back for the booty. You fuck it to pieces for us, liar cop.
Pull on the right boot. It's not completely useless. You're able to reveal a little more of the putrid polymer sock beneath the boot. Pull on the left boot. It feels like the leg is going to come off along with the boot, but you are able to get the boot to move a centimeter or two. Just the legs, this is easy. This is happening. See? The corpse doesn't care if you try to take his boots. He doesn't need them. He's probably glad to get rid of them. Try to twist the boots off one by one. What? This is the right method. It takes some time, but eventually the boots come off with nasty slices of polymer socks stuck to even bigger pieces of skin and rotting flesh.
Look, he's skinning the fucker up, girl. Pucko style. Hey, keep at it, pig.
Take stock of the damage. The legs look like they've been clawed at by wild animals. As for the boots, you can't possibly do anything with them until you have cleaned and disinfected them thoroughly. As these absolutely need to be washed before the stink is incredible. Didn't the whirling have a kitchen? Yeah. Sure. This industrial gas-powered stuff has been used to prepare food for many hungry hostel guests. There are several pots and pans on hand. Getting the corpse residue out of these boots is going to require patience, and also a huge pot full of boiling water, soap and white vinegar. Check out the cookware. Commercial pot draws your attention. It's very large, gigantic even. It could be used to make enough stew to feed an entire city. And also to boil a putrid pair of death boots. Far away in the darkness of the makeshift morgue behind Station 41st Lazareth, Dr. Nix Gottlieb cuts into the cold, dead feet of a murder victim. The veins are oddly black. He suspects a neurotoxin. Check out the cleaning supplies. There's a variety of soaps and bleaches in the cabinet to the left of the stuff. There is also a bottle of white vinegar in the cabinet next to the fridge. The boots are really disgusting. Pour some dish soap and the bottle of white vinegar into the pot. The delicious smell of cheap soap and vinegar waft up from the pot. Right now, chef, light the stove up and boil them. Add water and the boots to the pot, bring it all to a nice boil. The strong smell of vinegar forces you to step away from the pot. The water slowly comes to a boil. Wait. Strips of polymer fabric and human tissue separate from the lining of the boots. They float to the bubbling surface. Wait, some more. The boots look cleaner and cleaner. Those bits of human flesh are beginning to look cooked. You can smell it too. Just like beef stew. A little more. That's it, chef. The boots are as clean they're going to get. Steam dense with the smell of strange meat disappears into the vent above the stuff. Dump the sock and flesh stew and examine your new boots. Yeah. Pair of real beauties. The boots are shiny, hot and reek of vinegar, just perfect. Master Chef out. Ja. +2 Authority, -1 Composure. Yeah. Nice. Ach, stimmt, damit kann ich. Bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number and date and location the bullet was found. Beside his orderly handwriting, the bullet looks especially sad, like a tiny shriveled head of cauliflower. What do I do with you, Bullet? The squished little thing has no idea. Eat it, but... It's my friend. I'm gonna start talking to it. It will keep me company. But bullets don't talk. Yeah, what are you, crazy? Bullets can't talk. They don't have emotions. A bullet can't keep you company. Oh. Find the gun that shot it. That sounds like something a police detective would do. First, you should learn all you can about this little guy. Feel the bullet. Erstmal inspect. The jacket of the bullet is made of yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 mm in diameter. Look at the jacket. You can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear. Feels standard. And the core? It's quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound. What's interesting about the bullet thus far? Oh, I actually know this? It's as if you've seen bullets before, officer. It's a jacketed bullet close to 5 mm in diameter. A jacketed bullet, which would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzle-loader, like those typically found on the streets of Martinez. Very interesting. You have an unusual military-grade bullet in your hand. Now all you need is to find a gun that could fire it. Feel the bullet. Squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket has split open. It feels cold even through the bag. Try to determine what type of weapon shot this. Skill points, hand-eye coordination. Can't remember what happened last week. What makes you think you're going to remember arcane firearm models? The bullet has nothing more to say. Okay. Break through. Some of the Kingdom of Conscience. The Kingdom of Conscience will be exactly as it is now. Moralists don't really have beliefs. Sometimes they stumble on one, like on a child's toy left on the carpet. The toy must be put away immediately, and the child reprimanded. Centrism isn't change, it's not even incremental change. It is control. Over yourself and the world, exercise it. Look up at the sky, at the dark shapes of coalition airships hanging there. Ask yourself, is there something sinister in moralism? And the answer, no. God is in his heaven, everything is normal on earth. Moralist dialogue options heal +1 morale. Nice. Learning Cap für Volition und Logic raised. Cool. Hey Lena. Was geht ab?
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
Irgendwie... Der ist irgendwie auswählbar, aber nicht dialogmäßig. Ne, mit denen reden wir. Wenn wir mit Kim rumlaufen.
Can I help you?
Ne, Fridge braucht man jetzt nicht mehr. Können wir mit... Können wir Kim irgendwie holen? Ne. Wie komme ich denn aufs Dach? Oh. Hat man nicht von dem dicken Mann noch irgendwie eine Aufgabe bekommen, dass wir irgendein Apartment aufschließen sollen? Bisschen Heilzeug wäre mal nicht schlecht. Mal gucken, ob ich da irgendwo was finde. Oder vielleicht verkauft Fritz. wenn ich das jetzt kaufe. Charges. Ah. Ich habe gedacht, das wäre halt ein Ding, das auf einmal gleich 3 heilt. Ah, okay. Kaufen wir das noch. Wie viel haben wir noch? Ja, sollte erstmal reichen. Ah, Zigaretten. Alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. What? You sell speed at this establishment? She blinks at you, bewildered. Huh? Speed like speed? No, Frit doesn't do that. Bah! What's the point if they don't even sell the good drugs? Give me Astra cigarettes. God. There it is, a brave little army in your pocket. The first Smoke's platoon. 20 brave souls standing in salute, ready to step into the fire for you, sir. Pull one out of the pack. You picked the best one. This soldier's fat and succulent. What are you waiting for? Light up, re-become yourself. Im Laden? Yes, Bratan. The tie is shaking around your neck excitedly. Please, light up. You need a trooper between your lips right now. Calm your shit down. Go to Pleasure Land. Become a genius. I don't want to light it right now. People are watching. People are watching. What a pussy. People are always watching. That's not what makes it cool. Now, come on. Okay, light it up. Get out of this rock and roll copy, people. Johnny Thundercop fishes a cheap lighter out of his pants. With a flick of the thumb, there's a fire. A primal satisfaction. Here we go. The light is dark green, disposable plastic. Safety's off. In your case, the safety is always off. Hey, you can't smoke in here. Girl's voice betrays little interest or enthusiasm. She doesn't even look up as she continues. Please don't fuck with Fred. Shut up, it's already happening. What are the repercussions if I do this? Repercussions? There's a high risk of glory. With a mild chance, cool genius. Smoking makes you into an intellectual. Everybody knows that. Dip that bad boy in the flame and breathe in. Yeah, nicotine. Thick, warm smoke gets sucked down into your lungs. Immediately, you feel a warm nostalgia fill your head, body, and soul. A nostalgia for yourself. The man you were in your youth. Johnny Thundercop is back, and he's chill as balls. Bottom right of the screen, there's a smokes button. Click it to gain +1 to intellect skills, logic, rhetoric, conceptualization, visual calculus, encyclopedia, drama. This is good before a white check, but damages your health. Okay. Hey. Okay. Nice. So, hauen wir mal einen Punkt in Hand-Auge Koordination rein. Dann kann ich den einen Check mit dem nochmal probieren. Fuck! Ah ja, dann halt nicht. Ah, Leute sind weg. Okay, habe ich sonst noch was alleine zu tun oder so? Murder Weapon. Fridge Victim's Body. Special Borscht. Ah ja. Der Koch. Ah ja, am nächsten Tag. Dann Waterlock. Ich vergessen. Find a booze and drink it. Auch. Aufgabe. Oh, okay.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
You have a fridge? Right behind you. I need to store a corpse there. She keeps chewing on a gum. You're choking, right? Measure the fridge with your fingers, one eye closed. Never mind, it would never fit. Yeah, super funny. She turns to a magazine, seemingly not impressed by the joke. Oh. Yeah. Bye. Well, hello. Someone seems to have found himself a bottle of alcohol. Here's where the magic happens. Look at the bottle. What a solid can of mass-produced piss water. Well over 10% alcohol in this so-called beer. Pop it open before it gets too warm. Wow, the gods of mass production have made this alcohol container laughably easy to open. A child could have done it. Open the... Nein! Nein! Ich hab mich verklickt. Nein. Ich will die Erfahrungspunkte für die Quest haben. Ah. Wann war mein letztes Auto-Ding? Da. Oh. Was mache ich jetzt mit dem... Was mache ich jetzt mit dem Bier? Ah, okay. Dann halt nicht. Typ ist nicht da, aber lässt seine ganzen Sachen da hier draußen rumliegen. Überhaupt nicht mehr geben. Anscheinend nicht. Vielleicht später. Scribble between thighs of page 3 girl. L'origine du discours. Butter sign down. Crumpled billboard reading Samaran butter soaks in the canal. 2 ugly lines near the bright countenance of the blonde boy depicted. Sign billboard has fallen on the waterlock, keeping it open and thus out of order. What is Samaran butter? Whatever it is, the boy on the billboard seems very happy about it. Attempt to reconstruct what happened here. Furz. Sleeping Dog Worker, wo ist denn der? Backyard Wall. Damaged Ledger. Wo war denn der? Oder das? So viel Zeug, dass man sich erinnern muss. Irgendwann schaffe ich's.
Can't believe you missed. We were so close, you and I. Fucking noodle fingers. Can't you see I'm immortal now? I'm never getting out. I'm in it for life now. I'm doing life with you pigs. Fucking sweaty pigs. Fucking fisher people.
What do you mean, fisher people? Fuck Naki. What does Naki mean? Marrow. Oh. This must be it. The basement door is weather worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air. There's a knocker shaped like a lion's head. This must be the door Everard mentioned. You still need to get the key from Manana first, though. Okay. Ah, Moment, Damaged Ledger, das war doch... Ja. Ist der Manjana-Typ noch da?
Your race descent has only worse.
Ist das nicht der Manjana? Wer ist Manjana? Ach, war das der da hier? So. Naja. Sonst noch irgendwas? Sleeping Dog Worker, keine Ahnung. Okay.
I've got nothing to say.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Oh, well. Können wir mit der Tür irgendwas machen?
Can I help you?
I seem to be in need of a fridge. Yes, yes, for the dead body. You want to put a dead corpse into my fridge, right? Correct him. No, we want to put a very important dead body into your fridge. I don't care. You're not putting a dead body into my fridge. I'm not gonna even ask why. You're just gonna say something mean. This is a culinary establishment, not a morgue. You don't have to ask me why you can't store a dead body in my kitchen. Mag ich halt Kuno. Potterosa, a side alley of the Boogie Street spearhead. A young man is in his early 20s, approaches patrol officer Emile Mullins and asks for a cigarette. As Officer Mullins reaches in his coat pocket for the pack of Astra he just purchased this morning, the man shoots him point blank in his chest. Breathless, the patrol officer collapses in the gutter. His right hand is grabbing the armor on his chest. The bullet didn't pierce it, but he can't breathe. On the pavement, the patter of the perpetrator's feet growing distant. "Bleed pig!" Someone opens a window and says, Der Akzent ist auf dem... What? Okay. But Emil can't see who. His sight grows dim with pain. "I'll be there for you, Kuno."
Yeah, there's a dreamy look in his... Yeah.
There's a dreamy look in his eyes. "Kuno, I need the fridge to stash the body."
For the fuck, Gimp. Good thing you asked the Coonmeister.
He nods, trying to look older.
Kuno knows the fridge. Perfect for freezing faggots.
"I thought you would. Where is it?"
Bacon man's in a rush. But what's in it for the Kuno?
Crosses his arms.
What's the return on Kuno's investment?
Now's the time to be humble. Say the sir thing. Kuno's a poor kid from a poor neighborhood. Say your job is on the line. He'll sympathize. I'm sure about this. Sounds sort of weak. No, it's not weak. It's sincere. Do not confuse sincerity with weakness. Say it. Trust me. "Kurt, this is serious. My job is on the line. If I don't get this sorted, I might actually get fired."
The fuck are you doing right now?
He looks at you suspiciously.
The fuck is this shit?
Don't pay attention to him. Just keep telling your sad story. "I've lost almost everything, Kuno. My memory, my money, even my name. I can't lose my job too. Please, please help me."
Kuno's never seen anything so lame,
he says mostly to himself.
Listen, pig, if you were Kuno, the fuck would you care?
This isn't working at all. You lied to me, oh golden mouth man. You just haven't done it long enough. You need to do it even longer. This isn't about me, Kuno. It's about the people I'm trying to help. It's too late for me anyway.
Stop shitting yourself in front of the Kuno. Kuno thought you were some kind of big shit. What is this?
Oh, that's right. Kuno is a killer entrepreneur. And a visionary. He doesn't like this beggaroo shit. Ah, fuck off. Need a fridge. Thought you would. Kind sir, I'll repay you for this information one day. Right now the clock is ticking.
Kuno's clock's not doing shit.
He looks at his wrists.
Kuno's got a fuckload of time.
There's nothing on his wrist.
Don't believe him, Kuno. He just wants to use your fridge.
A corpse for a yard. Don't you have civic pride?
Kuno's got everything Kuno needs. All civics and shit. You can't buy Kuno pick. Kuno's already got everything.
Fine, Kuno, don't help me then.
Wasn't going to.
Waves you off.
Kuno's not into bacon charity. You can't turn Kuno into your little popo man. Kuno's his old man.
Fick dich, Kuno. Schwarzes Bild, what? Sound of melting snow dripping off the roof. It's strange. Junge. Okay, ja, bin mir nicht sicher, ob ich noch irgendwie was jetzt in der Nacht machen könnte oder so. Speichern wir mal. Und ja, gucken wir dann beim nächsten Mal. Entweder machen wir dann in der Nacht noch irgendwie was oder gehen dann halt zum nächsten Tag über und gucken mal.